Cristiano Ronaldo's Mbappe's arms folded, Messi's fingers to the sky, Suarez's 3 kisses, and Lewandowski's head-to-head fists. These are some of the most iconic goal celebrations in football history, and they have become these players' trademark celebrations over the years. But you know what? I don't want to look at trademark celebrations this time around. And they're iconic, no doubt. But this time around, I only want to look at those one-off celebrations. And okay, I'll allow those ones that were done just a few times. I'll start with one that'll always bring tears to my eyes. Aubameyang being Black Panther. A lot of people did the Wakanda arm gesture when the movie came out, but Alba went further by putting on the mask. Oh man, dude, this is so iconic. Wakanda forever, dude. For real. From Wakanda, we head over to Africa for our number 19 most iconic goal celebration. When the World Cup went to Africa for the first time, we expected a showdown, and it didn't disappoint from the first day. Shabalala scored the first goal of that tournament in 2010, and more than a decade later, oh man, I still can't get over that iconic choreography. Speaking of iconic choreographies, we have one by Lingard and Pogba in number 18. I used to pray for either of these two guys to score for United some years back, just so I could see some epic dance moves. And this one right here, I mean, look at all the drip and the moves, man. Lingard is just such great vibes. You'll know just by watching him, and that's why he's also making it to our number 17. The kid spent just 6 months at West Ham and had the entire dressing room on strings, dude. Just look at this celebration. But there's another English player who's just as trendy as Lingard, and that's Jamie Vardy. He makes it to number 16. And if you were around during 2016, you'll remember how the Mannequin Challenge really shut down the internet. And when Vardy scored for England, he along with Sterling and Walcott just couldn't help but join in the challenge. That boy is a crowd pleaser, if you catch my drift. And speaking of crowd pleasers, Rooney, this goal and this celebration, all absolute crowd pleasers. Maybe not for Tottenham fans, but surely for me and frankly everyone else. The punches and the fall, it's just iconic. You know, a little emotional family moment is something I'm always going to fall for. And that's why Florenzi scoring a goal and climbing into the stands to go hug his grandma is the number 14 most iconic goal celebration in football history. She shed tears. I shed tears. We all shed tears. Oh man, this guy just made me miss my Nana. I gotta go call her. Where's my phone? Hey, wait a minute. Why'd that camera guy just hand Balotelli my phone? Is he taking a selfie with the fans and his teammates to celebrate his goal? Okay. That right there, that's our iconic celebration. Our 13th most iconic celebration in football history, as a matter of fact. And you know, Mario Balotelli is just so iconic that he also made our number 12. I remember when he opened the doors for the demolishing of Manchester City in that derby with the first goal of the game? This was how he celebrated. Why always me? With a straight face. That's legend stuff right there. Yeah, absolute legend. Oh, and featuring a controversial former Man City striker just reminded me of another controversial former Man City striker. Emmanuel Adebayor scored a pretty sweet header against his former team, Arsenal. And he didn't hesitate to rub it in. He ran the entire length of the pitch just to go slide in front of the Arsenal fans and celebrate in front of them. Arsenal fans may not love this one, but this is easily our number 11 most iconic goal celebration of all time. Now, what better way to usher us to the top 10 than with Kamara shaking his booty? You really think this celebration wasn't going to be featured? Come off it, man. I love a good twerk. And what do I love more than a twerk? A kiss. No, not like Suarez kissing his fingers. More like Carrasco kissing his girlfriend in our number 9 most iconic goal celebration. I mean, what better show of love than when your boyfriend scores a goal in the Champions League final and his first thought is to run and give you a kiss? Sweet. So sweet. But from something sweet, let's head to something a little more controversial. At number 8, we have Fowler celebrating a goal by sniffing a line on the pitch. Okay, all right, now rein it in. Of course, he didn't actually sniff coke on the pitch, but he got down on his knees and gestured like he was taking a sniff. He did that to mock the English press, who were accusing him of doing drugs during that time. And now, from a guy who actually didn't sniff the lines, to one who definitely did. At number 7, we have one of the greatest footballers of all time with one of the most infamously iconic goal celebrations of all time. In the 1994 World Cup, Diego Maradona scored a pretty crazy goal against Greece, but somehow, his celebration managed to be even crazier. He ran toward the camera with his eyes bulging from their sockets, and that raised the eyebrows all over the world about the possibility that he was using. Well, he got tested, and, he was indeed using. But not coke, a banned substance nonetheless, so he was sent home, and that was the last time he ever celebrated a goal in the Argentina shirt. Now, at number 6, we have a truly iconic celebration which broke the internet. When Dele Alli did this thing during a Premier League game, the entire world went crazy trying to recreate it. I mean, surely, that's one hell of an epic goal celebration when you have the whole world contorting their hands trying to do what you did so easily on the pitch. Speaking of breaking the internet, these guys in our number 5 have broken the internet a couple of times with their epic celebrations. They may not be a top team playing in a top league, but you see the celebrations. Nah, they got that on lock, man. I mean, just look at this. What are they, like fishing? It's absolutely iconic, dude. At number 4, we have this legendary shake between Robin van Persie and Louis van Gaal at the 2014 World Cup. Man United fans went mad over this one because they swore that the celebration was evidence of a surreal connection between their star striker and soon-to-be manager. But, well, as it turned out, it just wasn't meant to be. At number 3, we have one of the most arrogant footballers in football history give us one of the most emotional goal celebrations in the history of football. When Zlatan Ibrahimovic took off his shirt and spread his arms wide after scoring for PSG against Kane, many thought he was just being regular Zlatan and showing off his new tattoos. I mean, yeah, he was actually showing off his new tattoos, but those were special tattoos he got. Names of people who were suffering from hunger around the world. That entire celebration was to raise awareness to the issue of world hunger. Damn. Who knew that a man like Zlatan could bring tears to the eyes of a grown man like me? Okay, granted, Peter Crouch did the robot dance more than once. But do you think I was really going to leave this iconic goal celebration out? Absolutely no chance. This celebration, which had the entire UK in a headlock way before the internet, is our number 2 most iconic celebration in football history. Now, if you're a Real Madrid fan, just look away, because the number 1 most iconic goal celebration in football history, it might really sting. But even if you're not a fan of Lionel Messi, you just have to admit that this celebration right here, it's absolutely legendary, epic, historic, everything, man. I mean, first you score a dying minute winner against your most bitter rivals on their own home ground, and then you take off your shirt and show it to the opposition fans so they never forget who destroyed them on their own ground? Oh, how more iconic can you get, man? Really? And the way almost all the Real Madrid players slumped to the floor in despair with Ronaldo shouting in frustration while Messi went off to celebrate, man, it just made it even more epic. This is indeed the most iconic goal celebration in football history. Very much worth the yellow card. I mean, it was hella disrespectful, but it is the disrespect that makes it so epic. Speaking of disrespect, you absolutely should check out the most disrespectful taunts in football history. You think Messi was disrespectful? Huh, you ain't seen nothing yet. Just click on the video at the center of your screen and experience the height of shithousery in football. You're welcome.